Hey guys, it's Woody Mark here, coming with my 5th map review, and now we are on to Kino, and the next one 5, and after 5 it'll be Ascension, then Moon, because I don't have Call of Duty or Shangri-La. Any advice for these vids are much appreciated. Comment below, like, subscribe if you want to see more, and let's get into it. So to begin with, I want to talk about the first room. And the first room of Kino, pretty basic, M14 Olympia, that classic Black Ops 1 or even a Black Ops 2 first room actually. But decent space, classic 4 windows, there's nothing really wrong with it. It's a challenging first room, but for the good players you can get to decent rounds on it, so doing first room challenges I find is quite fun. So overall I find the first room very good. Now we are on to the next room, and the next room you go up the steps, turn right, and then you enter the room with Mule Kick. Lots of windows and where zombies can spawn from, including the one to your right round the corner. And the only gun there is the PM63, but what I like to do is save enough points in the first room, then what I do is just open the next door and get the MP40, which goes on to talk about the next room. And the next room does have the MP40 of course, and it has speed cola as well, but you can't access any of the perks yet as the power is not on. So your objective is to get to the next 2 doors to access the power. So the next room is the dressing room, I suppose. And this one doesn't have any perks in it. It has the MP5K. There's not really much to talk about it. It's not the room where you really want to hang out in, because you haven't got much space in it. You do have a trap there where you can spawn of you so they don't spawn to the left when you enter the stage, but you open that door there straight ahead and then you enter the stage and all you find is power. You turn that on, then the whole middle stage is open where you find a teleporter, jug, Bowie knife, and all of that kind of good stuff, and the door in the middle is now open so you can go back to the first room. So when you start in the first room, you usually turn left or right. I like to turn right, it's usually easier just because of the MP40, but if you're looking just by one door, MPL is probably better than the PM63 on the other hand. Now we're going to say we go round the other way from the first room, and the first door you open you see the fire trap, MP5K, and no, MPL, why did I say MP5K? My mistake, it happens. And the fire trap is known to use in the high rounds because the next door you open you usually close, you turn the trap on, you keep repairing the barriers, or there's this little spot in the fire where the zombies from the window to the right can't get you, so you keep killing the zombies over and over. It's used effectively for high rounds, but going into the next door you find the double tap machine, the AK-74U, and yeah, that area, people like to kind of hang around it, but solo it's very tough to maintain. If you're like with 3-4 people it can be alright. But next, it's the last area actually, and you go upstairs. I don't believe there's actually a wall weapon in that area, please quote me if I'm wrong. But in all of these areas that I've discussed there's one box location, so there's multiple box locations, they can spawn randomly anywhere. So yeah, there's nothing much else to say apart from once you open the door from that room you go all the way downstairs and it leads you back to the stage where you can turn on the power and access everything else. The last thing I want to talk about is the pack-a-punch machine. Now the pack-a-punch machine, what you need to do is go to the teleporter and then link it pretty much, and what it will do is teleport you to the pack-a-punch machine, and there you can pack-a-punch. You can buy frag grenades, and then once you teleport out you don't have to do anything, you can get a random drop, or there's this Easter egg once you get all the movie reels and that. Easter eggs on this map aren't too extravagant, so like, well, they start getting extravagant on maps like Ascension where you have to do detailed tasks and your problem solving skills and knowledge and research come into a big factor. Isn't like you press square and something's activated anymore. So that is currently the guide through of the map. Next I'm going to go into the review part of the video, so I'll see you there. So now onto the review part of the video, where I quickly go through every little bit of the map and say what I think about it. Mobility, getting around the map, 90. There's not really much that gets in the way of you going around the map, but it isn't like a Natron Totem where it's so small that's ridiculously easy. But I'd still say it's very good. Spawns are pretty solid. There's a lot of windows. I'd say the stage spawns are pretty iffy by the Nova Crawlers like spawning right up at the top, but the spawns are pretty decent. Perks and pats, pretty basic, nothing wrong with it really. 83 I gave that. Flow of the map, 94. There's not much that you have to do. There's no buildables or anything, so it's not like Natron Totem again where you've only got the box to hit, but it's got a pretty good flow. All you have to do is get pap and that. Weapons and traps. The weapons are pretty good. The traps are multiple, which is great. Got the Thunder Gun in this map, which is a brilliant wonder weapon in my opinion. Points wise isn't good, but still good nevertheless. High rounds, 96. You can get to like plus 200 on this map if you're really good, of course, but if anything, anyone can get to a high round on this map. My personal record is 60, but I could get higher if I wanted to. Difficulty. This map, for noobs or newbies at the map, it is ridiculously easy. You can get like a 20. Me and my mate 2 years ago, we did a high round on this map and got to 40, and ability wise we had no idea what to do. We were just using MP40s and traps, no tactics, just running around, so it's that easy in my personal opinion. First room, it's pretty good, 86. Not like a Doris first room, but still a pretty good first room. Overall score, I gave it a 96, as this map is solid. It's highest I've given it, one more than Doris. Just my favourite map, to be honest, so just to state quickly, it's all about my opinion, so there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed. Hit like and say one comments below, and subscribe if you want to see more. It's me, Woody Mark, guys, and I'm out here.